Hi, welcome or welcome back to Rise and Speak podcast, the place for you if you are a beginner speaker and you want to gain the confidence and charisma to speak with Elan on any stage in front of it doesn't matter how big the audience is. If that is you, this podcast is right for you. We have someone very, very special. Now, last year, I participated in the humorous speech contest and I did okay. I know I'm not very humorous. I got second at my club level, but that's secondary. After that, I took up a role to present the speakers at the area level, and I met this very interesting lady. She was a surprise package to me because when I first saw her, I thought she was so quiet and very strict teacher like, and I was wondering what kind of humor is she going to do. Man, was I wrong. The moment she took the stage with very little body movement, she was able to capture the hearts of the audience, including mine. She spoke with style and essence, and the humor was just natural. And I admired her ability to speak humorously. Now, this person is a part of BDTCI, which is a corporate Toastmasters club right here in Bangalore. She is the president of that club. She's young, she's charming, she's confident. In the past, according to her, she lacked the confidence. But in the last 3 years, being a part of the Toastmasters and giving speeches and participating in contests have really helped her. She is a chemical engineer. She is a part of District 92 PR team as well. Most importantly, she attended the first ever coronation this time in 2026 not long ago, just a couple of days ago, Saturday and Sunday this weekend. So I'm super excited to learn about what went through her mind as she witnessed some of the amazing speakers, including a world champion on the greatest stage in Bangalore, Coronation 2026. A very warm welcome, Shravanee. Thank you for being here, Shravanee. How are you?
Great, great. Thank you so much for a warm introduction, Manju. It's amazing to hear from you as always. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
I believe I can give little bit to your audience today, but you yourself are an amazing speaker, and I always look forward to hear from you.
She's very kind. She tells me that all the time, but I know what I am. I have a long way to go, but thank you for that. Thank you for your kind words, Shravani. So, Shravani, tell us about yourself. What do you do? Where are you from?
Okay, so I'm from Odisha,
Oh,
and it's been 3 years for me here in Bangalore, and I have traveled across India because my father was in Indian Air Force, and as a military child, I was obliged to serve in different parts of India with him. So yeah, we were in Punjab, then we moved to Shillong, and then Rajasthan, and finally to my native Odisha. Then again, I came out of Odisha for my work and I started journey which he started. So I started my work in Gujarat, then Mumbai, then Aurangabad, and finally now I'm here in Bangalore.
ah,
So yeah, and it's been an amazing journey so far. And when I joined my company, BD, there I got to know about Toastmasters. I think I had an amazing friend, Vishal, who was there in the club, and the club was recently charted. I'll say it was not even a year. So I asked him what this Toastmasters is about. So honestly, I thought it was a book reading club. I always wanted to read. I like reading books, so I thought, okay, fine, I'll find my tribe there. So I one fine morning, I went up to Vishal's desk and asked, "Hey, I really want to join your book club." He's like, "No, we don't have a book club here." I'm like, "Okay, what is this Toastmasters thing then?" Then he's like, no, no, it's about public speaking. Then that childhood Shravani woke up from her dreams because and when I was in school, I used to speak a lot. I used to take part in debates and what do you say, extempore speeches, elocution competition. So we have school competition, regional competition. I love taking part in those because my father used to push me to open up more and speak in front of public. But when suddenly school stopped and I became more self-conscious, I would say, then I stopped speaking, and that confidence exponentially dripped down. So that was the right time for me when I joined BD and I got to know about Toastmasters. And then I thought, okay, this is the right time again to public speaking.
You participated in the humorous contest last year. Did you also participate in the international speech contest at Toastmasters?
I have not actually. And
Hmm.
everyone is asking me in Coronation also yesterday, oh, you participate? I'm like, no, I'd like to participate in humorous speech. Oh, ISC is very similar to humorous speech. You just have to use less humor into the speech.
Yeah,
There you go, your ISC is ready. I said, okay, but I have not even thought about it till now. So when
interesting.
humorous speech came back into Toastmaster, I think last year, that was the first
Yes,
time it came.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I thought, okay, let's give it a try and let's go ahead and do it. So
and
that
you
was my
rocked.
first time.
Yeah, and you rocked. You
Yeah.
rocked. Very nice. I loved it. Honestly, I admired it, and I think you stole your audience's hearts with your humor, and you did it with ease. Now, you mentioned about Coronation. They asked you, why didn't you participate in the international speech contest? What is this Coronation all about?
Well, it's a annual conference for District 92, and that happens annually. And I will say every year one of the world speaker comes in person and give their keynote speech for an hour. They gives you secrets of how they have achieved it, how they are world champion and why they are world champion. That is the most important part. So this year it was very special. So it was Ramona J. Seth. She is the world champion in 2018. So I was thinking how good it will be to hear it from her on stage, speaking in front of so many people. And when she came, man, like I can say a superstar walking on stage. I don't get, I think something is wrong with me. I don't get goosebumps when I see a celebrity, like who's an actor or actress, but when I see someone who has achieved by themselves, like if it's a scientist, it's a public speaker, or anyone, I really admire them because they have proved that 5 and 7 minutes on stage. And when I heard her speak with us about her tricks and techniques, you won't believe, Manju, it took her 3 years. 2015, she started preparing, and 2018, she became a world champion. So when everyone thinks that it's a overnight thing, no, definitely not. It'll take years and years of practice for you to get on the world stage and speak there. And yes, exactly that's what she said. There was a team of mentors behind her, of friends, family, and she has given her speech. I think she has practiced her speech more than 100 times. And when she say, I can do my speech in reverse, then I'm thinking, how can someone do their speech in reverse?
Okay.
Like you speak your closing first, and then you
The
go back to
body
your
and then
introduction. Yeah, then body, and then your opening. Amazing. Like, I have never heard anyone speak like that before, but she has given some nuggets to me to carry. Yeah.
very interesting, very interesting. And Ramona, I see a little bit of Ramona in you because
Oh,
when I was practicing for ISC, I watched her speech more than once, still standing, and she was beaten to the ground, to the knees, as they say, in her life, in terms of relationship, in her career and family. Yet she stood up and fought and finally won. It's very inspiring, but more importantly, she brings in humor. So I think you have that right combination of great communication skills as well as humor. And I genuinely wish you great success. One day, hopefully, you'll become the world champion of international speech contests in the
yeah.
world. So yeah, let's hope that happens. So let's dive into this a little bit more. How did Ramona just walk me through everything that happened? The moment Ramona took the stage, what happened?
Oh God, I wish you were there, and I really
Yeah.
missed you looking at your reaction because I can understand the feelings of fellow
Right?
speakers. Yeah, it was so amazing. Like everyone was looking straight into her. I don't know who was sitting beside me. I don't remember even who was there because I was looking at her. Her body language was so positive, and it's like the moment she walked on, she owned the stage. Like this is my arena as in her speech, she was talking about still standing, and that boxing punch was her body posture that she used. And when you stepped into the ring, you own that ring, and that's what she was. When she stepped onto the stage, she owned that stage. So I was awestruck, really. I couldn't believe that I was listening to her. She talked about few important parts when a speaker is preparing for ISC. So one of them was obviously the body language. She has practiced it all before coming onto the stage. And one key, I can say, a punch body language that should be there, like her punching sign, and Mohammad Khatani is lighting the cigar at the end. So these are few of the things she took inspiration from. And she said that she has watched Mohammad Khatani's speech more than 50 times. She can remember Dhananjay's speech also. So every speaker, I can say every champion speaker looks to another champion who is there, who has performed before them, and how well they have performed, how well they have nailed it. So she has also done that. She has listened to them. I can say do a postmortem to the body language of the world speaker who's speaking on the stage. Look at each of their instances, their hand gestures, their walking. So I can see that no one was pacing around. No, we when we go to the stage, we know that we have to cover the entire stage because that's what Toastmasters teach us, that you have to use your stage well. But no, it was like she was talking in silos, and that's what she told us, that you don't have to do it like walk and talk. That distracts the audience. They cannot thread a story around you. So you have to start from one point, transition it to the middle of the stage, and then go back to the end of the stage while concluding your speech. So that's how everyone relates. And whenever you're narrating a story from your past, present, or future, exactly go back to that point of the stage and deliver that. So subconsciously, that creates an impact on human who's listening to it. That's what she said about using the stage or body language and preparing the speech. I can say once you prepare your speech, you have to deliver it to your speaker, and the first speakers will be the people around you. So it's your family, it's the mentors who are there. So they will hear and they will relate to it, and they will say that, okay, these are the things that you have to put into it, or these are the things that you have to take it out of it because we don't relate with it. And those things that the mentors did not relate to it, she took it out of her speech because at the end of the day, the audience is also not going to connect with that. So I can say rigorous attempt of delivering the speech again and again, and you will get a lot of feedbacks. And she said that the best people are those who will give you the worst kind of feedback. So always keep them close and listen to that feedback. And someone who's telling that, oh, you are fantastic, you are very good, your speech was excellent, don't go back to them because you don't have any points of improvement from there. So whoever is giving you one criticism or one point, you just have to take it in. So
So
that was
look
amazing.
at the people or
Yeah.
listen to people who are more critical of your speech. That's what you
Yes.
said. Interesting.
Yes. The critics are most important if you want to become a world champion. I cannot believe that she took time to put her thoughts or her story. That is all what we do. But the things that you're wearing on the stage, your clothes, your shoes, the way your hair is dressed, how good you look, how important that is. She even talked about that. If you look good, you feel good. So we don't put our thoughts into what we are going to wear. The next day we are going on the stage at the early morning, whatever we find from our cupboard, we'll just pull it and wear it and go there on the stage. But no, she took her time, placed everything right in front of her, and that's how she became the world champion.
Very interesting that, Shravani. Thank you. So one is usage of the stage, two is multiple rehearsals, three, watch recordings of past performers, people who've achieved something, learn from it, and put some time and thought into how you present yourself. These are some of the lessons that I got from here. What was her opening like when she opened the speech? Did she just tell us what happened in the opening part of her keynote?
Came to the stage and like we were hooting like crazy, like some celebrity has come into it, and she acknowledged us. She took the time to everyone to settle down in this stage, and then she spoke. And you she came, I think she took a flight from Los Angeles and she came here and she greeted us, and what she said was it was a long flight, and she said this long for I think 30 seconds, and we were laughing our hearts out the way she was nodding her head and revolving, and she's like, after this long journey I'm here with you all to attend the Coronation 2026. I think that was important because that's the line which grabbed us to her. That was a hook, I say, where we all our senses were towards her and we were listening to her. So I said, I will say an excellent opening line, what she delivered there on the stage. I loved it.
Very interesting. And she brought in the humor immediately, right? That's what you said. Just by doing that.
Yes,
Yeah.
just by doing that. Yes.
Yeah.
Was a lot of deliveries that she gave to us. There were a lot of key points for us to take away because she has a slide deck prepared and she was giving us do's and don'ts and what are the five things that we have to take back with us. I think it was very clear. So, what she wanted to say, what she wanted to convey, she put it in beautiful sentences and everything came out so clear and crisp that we say. Like all many of the speakers beat around the bush what they want to say. It's not coming out till the conclusion part of the speech. But when she started speaking, it was very evident that she is still standing. That's what her topic was. And in Coronation also yesterday, she talked about that. Like, what is your key message that you want to leave it with the audience? My key message was still standing. I have repeated this word in my speech a lot of times, my title of the speech. So that was very important. And whatever you say in your speech, it should circle back to your title. And that's how it resonates and it looks like a well threaded, organized speech. So, storytelling is nothing. I'll say if you start your speech very well with the introduction, then move it to your body and do it in the conclusion. That's what every speaker does. But the most important part is you don't have to, I'll say the soul should not be missed. What you wanted to deliver it to the audience, that should not be missed. That should be kept alive till the conclusion has come.
You're talking about the core message, right? That's
Yes,
the
the
most
core
important thing.
message.
Yeah, that's the soul. Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm so glad that you brought up about the like a punchline people use, like still standing when it comes to Ramona. And when I think about Dhananjay, of course, I see something in you, which is amazing, right? So you mentioned that. That's what you mean, right? Using the punchline multiple times throughout the speech makes it easy to remember. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's correct. And the ISC speakers who were there yesterday and who won. So all of the three speakers, like winners, the runners up, everyone has that one sentence that keep coming back. So
Hmm.
every 2 minutes, the sentence, the tagline was coming back into their speech. So at the end, when the speaker is speaking half of the line, the audience is repeating it with them because they know that what the speaker wants to hear.
Yeah.
So that's the power of key punchline that you put it in your speech and keep repeating that.
Good, good, good. Some amazing lessons. Thank you, Shravani. I think it's already been very powerful talking to you. You've learned so much, whether it is usage of the stage, getting multiple mentors, getting feedback from people, and being aware of critical feedback. Just being open to critical feedback and not just positive ones. Very important
Yes.
that. And how to memorize the speech as if it becomes like second nature, that you can go backwards, like closing body and then opening, watching videos of champions from the past. And now you also mentioned about using the punchline effectively. Okay. And in terms of, these are some of the learnings that I had. In terms of you, you mentioned how you took the first step and became a Toastmaster, and today your life has changed because of that. What is that one key takeaway that you'd like to give for our audience watching your episode right now?
So I'll say listening to the world speakers, listening to the IC speakers, the one biggest takeaway for me from Coronation and from my experiences, it is very hard to get up on the stage, deliver your speech, even in your club. If we start our journey from our club, then it is difficult to deliver that icebreaker itself because we are nervous, we're sweating, we're panting, we don't know what we want to say. It's okay. I will say that that is okay. If you get up, you do your worst, that is okay. I have failed in area level table topic. I froze in front of 100 people. That is okay. I When I look back into that journey, I realized that that was the time when I was not okay coming up on the stage and speaking, and I froze. Literally, I froze in front of people. That is embarrassing, but it's okay. It's part of your journey. So the hardest part for me was to take that first step. First step to give my icebreaker, first step to come to a speech contest in my club, win there, come to a area contest and win there, and come to a division contest and win there. So that one step was difficult, but I'm glad that I took it, and it has made me the speaker what I am today. I know there are a lot of improvements that needs to be done, and I'm happy to do that as a part of my Toastmasters journey. But yes, I will say to the audience that never be afraid of taking that one step. How bad it is be. Worst to worst, what will happen? People will laugh on you. That's okay. Who doesn't get laughed? The person who doesn't do anything also get laughed. So even if you're doing and you're failing in something, that's okay. Just don't be afraid to take that first step.
Take that first step. Very, very inspiring words, those. Thank you very much, Shravani. I hope you enjoyed this episode with me on Rise and Speak podcast. Folks, if you have any questions, you can reach out to Shravani. How can they reach out to Shravani? Are you on LinkedIn? Or do you want to share your email address? Something, just let us know how we can reach out to you.
Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn. I'll give you my LinkedIn ID, and I'm there on Gmail. I can respond. I'm not there on social media, but I'm
Yeah,
happy to respond on LinkedIn.
good, good. Thank you very much, Shravani. Thank you again. I wish you all the best. I see the Ramona in you. All right. Rise and Speak podcast, folks. Thank you very much. Hit subscribe, listen to our podcast so that you can become bold speakers. I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye from Shravani and